want to talk about the beginning. I want to hear about the vision. And I know, I'm lucky enough that my mom taught with you, and so I know, you were, if I remember correctly, the high school drama teacher at Vista High.
I was.
Somehow you had this vision for something so much more. So I would love to hear what your thoughts were way in the beginning and where you thought it could go, and if it's come to where you thought, or if it's exceeded, or whatever that might be. I'd love to kind of go back to that. I'd love to kind of go share where you first had the vision.
Well, I first began thinking about a larger theater when I was teaching at Vista High School. It was a small auditorium. We had a wonderful program, but I just thought it would be wonderful to think about something larger where we could have a large orchestra, we could have space to do choreography, and Dr. Jack Price took me to the hilltop in Bringle Terrace Park, and I looked on this wonderful natural amphitheater and was very much inspired to see all kinds of music and dance and, of course, theater, musical theater, on that stage. It was expansive. It looked like a place where the community could come together and listen to the concerts, the music, the musical theater. That vision started at that moment, where Jack Price said, what would you do if you had all the money in the world to do something with this theater?
How many people would walk through a park, see a space, convince the city of Vista to pour a concrete slab, and cast your husband as Fagin in Oliver, Bets Malone as one of the kids, and here we are today with this beautiful thing that you envisioned?
When I think of Kathy, I say she's a survivor. Her vision survived everything else that went around her, the great times and the tough times. But that vision survived, and now her legacy is really the Moonlight Amphitheater in Vista. That's her legacy.
Brilliant architect of an amazing cultural arts program, and on the foundation side, that relationship was so strong at that particular time. Decades ago, she worked hand in hand with the foundation and the volunteers, our auxiliary, the people of Vista, to actually work, one, in getting the amphitheater constructed and the multiple levels and stages it went through, but two, growing that cultural arts program.
They're closing the trees until the renovation in 2000.
Truly, yeah.
All the way to the end. That rustic theater that it always had its roots in, where it was astounding to be in the front of the house and watch Les Miserables, which was the final show in the old space, knowing that they were still hanging costumes on trees, but from the audience perspective, it was a Broadway show.
She was kind of this mythical figure to us. She would come in when we were in the tech process and sit with our director Grace Ann, and we all knew Miss Kathy, and she would come in and help make things magical. She was the Moonlight Lady.
I have known Kathy for many, many moons. She was actually my high school drama teacher at Vista High School. Kathy was an amazing teacher. She wasn't always an easy teacher, but she actually brought out the best in all of her students. I think one of Kathy's amazing gifts was her heart, and this is demonstrated because every year she wrote each of her graduating seniors a poem. I'm going to paraphrase mine, but it was, with lists and phone numbers in hand, off you'll go to solve problems of our land.
The memories that I have of going and attending shows, I remember seeing Into the Woods with Bets, these huge stars on that stage telling the story, making it come to life.
And I got to share the stage with Kathy, who was Jack's mother, and Gary Creaky directed it, and everything about it was amazing. It was a big launching pad for me. A lot of people saw me. He saw me and he didn't even know me.
I will never forget, and I was able to step on stage and do a role, looking out at the audience and looking up at the sky, because in the old amphitheater, we were open to the sky every night, and thinking how glorious this was to see Ken Gammy in the orchestra pit and hear this music and know that we were premiering a work in Southern California.
That's what the Moonlight's all about. It brings people together. It gives them experiences in musical theater that are beyond belief.
Having a thriving performing arts institution in your city, it means growth, it means expansion, it means you are successful, it means we are actively drawing in others to come visit visit us, live with us, work with us, grow with us.
Economies go through good times and bad times, and the sustaining of art in our community, I think, is so important to our economies and to the heart of our communities. So I thank the corporate sponsors and all of those people who have made such a difference for Moonlight, and it would not exist without our entire community.
There is no one that deserves this Lifetime Achievement Award more than you. The impact that you've had on our community is amazing. Thank you.